Hey, what's happening, babies? Elton McFall here in my, well, I used to call it the office in my apartment, but I think it's more like a workshop slash office because I do more, creative stuff than office stuff. So, anywho, yeah, I'm happy to have just wrapped up this painting here of the 81 Honda Goldwing for a customer out in Castleman near Ottawa. And I think I've been through that town. I don't know how many times. I don't think I've ever stopped in there actually. Probably because it was either by bus or train or whatever. Or wasn't. I don't drive. I don't drive. I'm visually impaired. So it's not like I can have the choice of stopping anywhere. There's the '79 Delta 88, the last painting I did. There you go. And yeah, this was as I had figured it would be quite challenging to do. And it's a good thing I charged said customer $300, which is my standard price now. It used to be cheaper, but I do great work, inflation, blah blah blah. But this is as meticulous as it gets when it comes to painting vehicles. It is not, the easiest thing to do really on this was to just draw it out. All I have to do later on is make a lot of adjustments, especially with the wheels, the tires, the fender, exhaust pipe, engine, the seat and the tank and all that. That's pretty much fine. I didn't have to fiddle with that too much. But yeah, if it's not enough, obviously you have to put things one coat, two coats, maybe sometimes three. It's funny because I had envisioned a sunset background, and then the guy who commissioned me, Leon, he's like, yeah, do a sunset sky. I'm like, wow, that's funny. We're on the same page. So then he sent me a picture of these types of busy clouds. I didn't want to go into it too much into it because, like I told him, as I look from experience, last year or the year before, I think it was the year before, I did an Indian Scout, a 37 Indian motorcycle, and it's just, look at all the details of our, it's crazy. The amount of bolts and the brake parts and the hoses and the engine. It's crazy. It's a crazy feat. And as a matter of fact, so much so, it's so hard. Like I'm literally like painting, I'm like literally like my head is like this, like this without my glasses on. That's how it's not. It's doable, but it's definitely not easy. It's grueling because, again, being visually impaired. So even right now, as I speak to you, as for almost every day I've been working on this, I don't know, for a week and a half, I'm not sure. Today's Thursday, the 14th of March. And like I'll work on it for like an hour or two, and it's just like my eyes, they're just hurting right now. Even right now, I just feel like a slight headache. It's just a strain in the eyes. It's the only downside to doing. So, Leon, he's like, yeah, you could do another painting afterwards of, this bike again, but, at night under starry skies. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. This guy's like me, loves to look at the sky. It's something I didn't appreciate enough of when I was younger. But I don't really want to do another motorcycle after this because it's just so much work. It's so much work to do. But will I do it? I probably will because, again, he paid. So when somebody pays in advance, they're always going to have priority if I did another one after this. But then again, I might do also a painting of a Mustang after this. So we're going to see who pays first. And that's going to go like that. And if ever, of course, you'd like to have a painting of your said vehicle as you've seen in my hallway, well, those paintings are more expensive because they're larger. But again, this size, this is 16 by 24, $300. And I never say it, but seriously, like satisfaction guaranteed. Because no, I've never done a painting for anybody. They weren't happy with it. You know what I mean? So, and it's not to be egotistical. It's just I'm a perfectionist. And if I could show you the picture I was using, that he had sent me different pictures, and they were beautiful pictures. But the one he sent me had like the sun behind it, so this is all backlit. But I just love that side angle of it. I just thought it looks typical motorcycle, old school shot. I don't know, vintage, retro. And yeah, now my freaking head's hurting. So the best thing to do is to go out and enjoy this rest of this beautiful day here today. Because next few days are going to be crap, which probably doesn't surprise you. Hey, any of you guys interested in this? If you're in Montreal nearby, hey, this collage I did a few years ago. I can't believe nobody bought this. It's one of a kind. Man, like I was asking only $20. That's peanuts. Okay, the frame was given to me, but all these pictures I cut out of old magazines and books and stuff. Well, mostly magazines. So this is really for the serious truck fanatic. So there you go, guys. Trying to think of anything else I might have forgotten to mention. I think that's about it. Yeah. So there you go. Like I said, if you want me to paint something for you, eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. Again, that's eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. God darn it, I love how good I look in this GoPro. It's amazing. My Samsung phone, I tell you, when it comes to video or pictures, not as good. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.